Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new format of mine where I'm going to talk about all of the news that I see that happen within a week or so. I might actually post once or twice about every single of these games when they have like an update or something interesting is going to happen. I hope you enjoy this format and let's get straight to the point. So ladies and gentlemen, Hunty Zombie came out yesterday, or actually it's been out for quite some time, but yesterday or a few days ago was the first update. I tried it. I actually did get myself the mythic weapon, and it is a new dungeon game on Roblox that is currently extremely thriving with over 100,000 players, and I actually think it's quite interesting. Now, yesterday I did start it and I played a few dungeons here and there with some people, and I must say that it wasn't too enjoyable for me. At least it just didn't give me the kick to kind of like replay again, but I thought it was quite interesting, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Let's go and check it out. So first of all, you're gonna go in here and you're gonna just literally open up a room. They have 2 dungeons as far as I believe already out right now, and basically what you do is you just basically destroy hordes of zombies until you can actually either get out of the map, or in this case I think you can like kind of fly out of the map. I'm not entirely sure, but this is what it looks like anyways. What I really like about this game though, I gotta tell you, is the skills. They look really sick, especially when you have like an ultimate which you can use with G, which you can kind of like, you have to go around, kill a few zombies, and then later on you're gonna have like a bar that you can use, like it kind of fills it up. I really like the skills. They look really cool, I gotta be honest, but I think it kind of got really repetitive very fast because you don't necessarily get enough loot or actually anything interesting that you can use later on. Of course, you're gonna get some gold, which you can spin for some better items, but since I got that mythical item, the katana, very fast, it wasn't necessarily kind of too enjoyable because it was way too easy to get for me, and I've seen people run around with it quite often. But it is a dungeon game, and you guys know me, I enjoy dungeon games. I love dungeon crawlers on Roblox. That's definitely something I specialize in, and I think it's pretty well made. For me personally, it doesn't get close to a dungeon leveling or a dungeon Lutify currently, but again, don't forget, this is only update 1.5. Let's take a look at this move. Oh my Buddha, that looks actually quite sick. Actually, if you go into later dungeons like nightmare mode and stuff like that, it actually becomes more challenging, and I think running it solo is going to be quite difficult. Not impossible though. It seems that the game is actually quite balanced, and why do I keep getting ragdolled? This is so weird. Oh, again? What the hell? What the helly? That's what I say to that, ladies and gents. It actually has a very good pet system where you can actually roll a pet, and pet is going to pick up the loot that you're gonna get throughout the dungeons. Again, when it comes to animations, this game actually has it all. It looks very cool, makes you feel like a badass, and you know, I'm all for it, and I can't wait what the future will hold. That is just another one for me here, guys. Dungeon Incremental 2. I found that yesterday. I actually played it a little bit before. I just wanted to mention it in this video that it still exists, ladies and gents. Basically the way you do it, you just stand on a few platforms. It's a typical for these classic incremental games where you then later on go over here and you're going to upgrade your damage and all this stuff that you can get in these it's just a classic incremental game, basically, so to speak. I just wanted to mention it real quickly because, you know, it's a little bit of a fun, kind of cute little project. If you enjoy incrementals, then I think this game might be for you. I personally don't enjoy incrementals that much because it kind of just like that makes you stay around and you just basically don't really do very much. But again, if you like incrementals, then maybe this game is for you as well. Alright everybody, let's talk about Dungeon Lutify. So I did talk about this yesterday in my yesterday's video with a new update. So what they said was, because the Acolyte and some other classes like the Guardian and stuff, the skills were actually bugged, so now they apparently fixed it. That means that's why this the cooldowns and stuff like that are this long now, because they kind of had a bug and they fixed it. It was a little bit weird because I think it kind of really destroys quite a few classes. I still enjoy playing the game, and it is still in my top 10, or at least in the top 5 of best dungeon games currently in the entire game, so you should definitely check it out. They fixed it now. You can still run solo dungeons. You can still kind of beat everybody and stuff like before. I am in the end game in this game. If you enjoy dungeon content on Roblox, make sure to subscribe to the channel because because I post daily content on this game, also on dungeon leveling as well. There's a lot of things happening in the world of dungeons currently, and you should definitely check it out, ladies and gents. So yeah, they fixed this bug, they updated. You now actually are able to get like these rings. Some of them are actually bands as well. I don't know why they call rings too, because people say they couldn't equip 2 rings at the same time. You have to kind of like equip 2 different ones or something like that. I don't really know. It's a little bit weird. Usually when they drop an update, something is not working out as they want to. But still, they kind of fix things pretty fast. Yeah, that's it for dungeon leveling. Dungeon Lutifys. Did I say that in the beginning as well? I hope I didn't, but yeah, whatever. You know what's up now. So I do have some interesting info on dungeon leveling here for you guys as well. When I was yesterday talking with the developers, I forgot to mention something really important, and one of them, okay, people are already noticing me. Oh, it's Trident, I remember him. Yeah, so what happened was, what I forgot to mention yesterday was that the new developers of dungeon leveling, they actually made an offer to the old owner for 20% of the income for literally just sticking around. They wanted him to join forces with them. They wanted him to be part of the team because he claimed that it was scammed from him, and the new owners, which they bought apparently from the scammer or something like that, if I understand it correctly, they actually told him that he could easily get back into dungeon leveling. They would give him 20% of the earnings plus, and this is super interesting, that he wouldn't even have to do anything, maybe just be an advisor or just something like that, and he declined and he literally left the game. Another thing that I wanted to mention as well, I was sent some screenshots of the staff of dungeon leveling. They are actually getting some cash. They're actually getting some cash, some money, and they're actually finally being paid. So the thing here is though, guys, before Kimura was the actual owner of dungeon leveling, he didn't pay his staff. I think they only, if they were lucky, got some in-game money, but the new owners actually are willing to pay their own staff on Discord, and the money looks quite good. So yeah, I got screenshots from the staff telling me all of the, about it, that they are actually trying to pay their staff for their work and stuff like that, which I think is actually quite insane. Alright, and let's talk about World Zero, my favorite game that I never play. I don't know, I love World Zero, I just don't currently have the time because there's so much happening in the dungeon world, you can't even believe it. So the Kraken raid is here. I'm going to quickly read through the patch notes for you so you know what's up. So the Kraken raid boss is here. Claim the code Beach Party, all in capital letters, all together, for 25 Kraken coins and summer present. Defeat the Kraken raid to earn rewards and Kraken coins. Passive health regen now disabled, is now disabled on the Kraken raid. Power-up orbs now spawn during the Kraken raid, which is awesome. New weapon skins added as a rare drop from the Kraken, which is very sick. And get the ship mount, rare drop from the Kraken, which is the boss raid version only. The Kraken coin shop is also open now, which is awesome. Get exclusive Kraken cosmetics for a limited time only. Earn the Kraken coins by obviously defeating the Kraken and completing the Kraken quest. And the daily cash shop is having a Kraken red event for the week. Awesome. Find new Kraken red colors in the daily shop until the 29th of the 8th, which is this month, which is only like 5 more days. New cheer girl and the tribal booth are available in it as well. And they also changed something in the inventory menu. The new inventory menu is here. Check out the fresh new look coming to our other menus, which is really sick. And max outfit slot changed from 16 to 20. And they also did some little bit of like kind of like general changes. New nightmare shop I guess is in there, and all cloud mounts now glide. Ooh, I think I have one, don't I? No, I don't. Do I? I actually don't, honestly, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, but that's new, so if you're a World Zero fan, it's good to be alive currently. You can do some Kraken raid bosses. That is now finally open, and you can see it right over there. And I'm excited for it. You know what, guys? I'm actually really excited about the world of dungeon games. They seem to get a little bit of a rise, especially with the Hunty Zombie game that now cracks in at 100,000 players, which I can't estimate, like it doesn't get into my head. I personally believe that this game kind of needs some really more in-game content situation. I know this is like 1.5, update 1.5. I know that they're gonna probably do so much more with it, but for me personally, I would enjoy something where you really grind for, because what I noticed was many people already running around with mythics and stuff like that. It was so easy to get, and I think it could kind of just have a little bit more of a hook to hook you back into the game, and just kind of like gives you the feeling of, oh man, I gotta get back into that game and I gotta get that item, you know. But you know what, that will probably come in due time. I just like to be alive right now in Roblox, in the world of Roblox dungeon games, because there's a lot of things going on, a lot of people working on a lot of good stuff, and that's all I got for you. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Peace!